Well, we have a full program. Some excellent entertainment is in store for the audience. It's an opportunity through the Performing Arts Consortium to celebrate 100 years of the arts in the city of Torrance. And of course, this year marks our 100th anniversary, so it's a nice way to assist the city in celebrating its centennial. Continue to celebrate our centennial. I am pleased to welcome you to a celebration of 100 years of the arts in Torrance, presented by the Torrance Performing Arts Consortium. Partnering with TPAC today are the Daily Breeze, Torrance Unified School District, the Torrance Arts Council, the Lynx Inc., Palos Verdes chapter, and Delta Sigma Theta sorority. The city of Torrance began in what is now referred to as historic downtown. A monument from that era is the historic bridge that crosses Torrance Boulevard between Western Avenue and Arlington. Please welcome Lloyd Adams, a citizen of Torrance, who will read his original poem entitled The Bridge.
The Bridge. A city on Dominguez Plain, blessed by sun and sea. Torrance is the brainchild, the mingling of three motivated minds, each with a consuming insight of what might be. The birthing had its pain, but God was kind and opened the way midway between San Pedro and LA. It's been very interesting, challenging to create an original poem celebrating the centennial of especially the bridge, which is the symbol of Torrance. And now it has real significance. Every time I go by it now, I say hello, because it's a special thing.
Thank you very much. As you just heard the wonderful words said about our beloved bridge that we have, and that's going to lead into what's next going to happen here. And so I've got the following people up there, and just so you know who they all are, we have Mayor Frank Scotto, his wife Cindy Scotto. Where's Cindy? Oh, there you are. Okay, Cindy's there. She's the honorary chair of today's event, which is celebration of 100 years of the arts in Torrance. And also up there is Bob and Peggy Dowell, along with their son and wife, that made possible this gift we're about to unveil to the city. It was made possible because of them. At this point, let's unveil the and if you can look at it, I'm sure much closer, but it's a beautiful rendering of our bridge.
I did the big bas relief that's presented to Mayor Scotto that's going to be in City Hall. And then there's an oval plaque that was presented to several recipients, and the Making a Difference Award, the Shakespeare Award, and the new Mercury Theater Award. As an artist, and I can relate to all the other artists here who receive different medals, and it makes such a big difference in your career to have somebody recognize what you do, and it makes you much more capable of doing even more than you did before if you receive a medal.
Mayor Scotto, would you like to say a few words? Of course.
They were very careful to tell me I only had about 10 seconds. Well, we are absolutely honored with our centennial to accept this award, and she does such a fine job. Let's give her a round of applause again. You know, it's so fantastic that we have such great weather for all of you to be out here. I know it's a little bit warm, so I won't belabor the speech, but thank you all for coming. And again, thank the TPAC for all their great work, and thank you, all of them up here, for doing their fine job. So thank you again.
TPAC has different outreach programs with Torrance Unified School District. One of them is the Shakespeare Award, which recognizes poets and playwrights in Los Angeles County and poets from the high schools within the district. They also honor nationally acclaimed playwrights and poets. This year's recipient for playwright is Tony Award-winning David Henry Wong, whose first play, FOB, was set in a Chinese restaurant in downtown Torrance. So congratulations to Mr. Wong. The Poetry Award and recipient is nationally acclaimed poet Dana Gioia, who is the professor of poetry and public culture for USC. This year's Shakespeare Award winners of the poem category Torrance are both students from South High School. Please join me in congratulating Wasay Shahid and Giselle Burton.
All right. The only city in the South Bay with 2 malls, over 10 public parks to swing and play basketball, 4 distinguished public high schools, and that is not all. Football is all the city talks about in the fall. Playing Parks and Rec basketball at Wilson Park, lighting up fireworks there, giving the city a spark. Receiving a curfew ticket after 10 if you are walking in the dark. Torrance has its own beach, free of sharks. We have 3 AMC theaters here, so why go to Regal? We treat people with respect and treat them all equal. The city of Torrance is adored and loved by many people. Thank you very much.
I've been a lot of places and seen a lot of things, but nothing compares to Torrance and the beauty that it brings. There's Lago Seco and recreation for a day of family fun, and lots of beautiful beaches so you can soak up the sun. There's cell phone calls in the Del Amo Mall and lots of friendly faces. If you're looking for something to do, Torrance has the places. You can travel around the world from sea to shining sea, but home will still be Torrance, 'cause that's the place to be. Thank you.
The Daily Breeze has been a part of Torrance for over the past 100 years. In 1896, the Daily Breeze was founded and has been a part of our Torrance story every day. Please welcome Assistant to the Editor Lynn Herwig, State Senator Ted Lieu, and Dr. Tim Stowe, representing the Torrance Unified School District. Yeah, go ahead. And if Bob Dow would also come forward.
Hi, it is my honor to be here. I've been asked to read the 10 significant events in the history of Torrance. I do know on this list there's actually 11, so I'm just going to omit one of them. So let me start. Number 1, on March 16, 1912, the founding of Torrance is announced. Voters overwhelmingly approved the city's incorporation on April 22, 1921. I note that at that celebration, Gene Barnett was also the moderator. Number 2, on September 1917, students attend the first classes held in the main building at Torrance High School. The structure would be added later to the National Register of Historic Places and be used to film Beverly Hills 90210 and many other movies. Number 3, from 1926 to 1931, a series of 5 land annexations increases the size of the city by 5 times over its original incorporation. Number 4, on March 10, 1933, the Long Beach earthquake damages many buildings in Torrance, including Torrance High School. Number 5, in 1946, the city gains control of the former Lomita flight trip and Torrance Municipal Airport is formed. On December of that year, the city dedicates a landing strip area as Zamperini Field in honor of hometown athlete and war hero Louis Zamperini. Number 6, on September 1947, Torrance breaks away from Los Angeles Unified School District and forms its own Torrance Unified School District due to the efforts of Evelyn Carr and many others. To this day, it is the last school district to break away from LAUSD. Number 7, in 1961, the last wooden oil derrick comes down in the city, which for decades was dotted with the structures following the discovery of oil fields in December 1921. Number 8, In January of 1965, the Daily Breeze dedicated its new headquarters facility at 5215 Torrance Boulevard, where the paper would operate for 5 decades. Number 9, on November 20th, 1981, a gala celebration is held celebrating the completion of a project that formed the Del Amo Fashion Center shopping mall through the marriage of the malls. An enclosed connection section was built from 1978 to 1981 that united the 2 shopping centers. And then on number 10, the last one, October 25th, 1991, the Torrance Cultural Arts Center is dedicated. And it appears from 1991 till now, no other significant events have happened in Torrance. So with that, until today, of course. So with that, let me call up Jean Barnett back to the podium.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to call upon Lynn Herwig, who will read a story written by reporter Nick Green of the Daily Breeze.
Good afternoon, everyone. In Torrance-based Daily Breeze has been part of the fabric of the South Bay for 118 years. I know that because it says so every day on the top of the newspaper's front page. But what isn't so widely known is that the newspaper wasn't always located in Torrance. The Breeze began its existence in Redondo Beach in 1894 as a weekly newspaper. It was founded largely as an anti-prohibition mouthpiece for saloon keepers who successfully opposed efforts to ban alcohol in the city. In 1930, the newspaper's name changed to the South Bay Daily Breeze, reflecting the growth of the region. Indeed, it was the newspaper that largely popularized the name, giving the area its identity. But it wasn't until the early 1960s that the Breeze relocated from the Redondo Beach waterfront, which was undergoing major redevelopment at the time, to the western boundary of fast-growing Torrance at the intersection of Torrance and Palos Verdes Boulevards. The distinctive blue-tiled building stood at the spot for more than 50 years, until it was, sadly, demolished last year to make way for medical offices. Together, the newspaper and the city grew up, partners in progress. Today, the Breeze offices are located in the South Bay Tower at the corner of Hawthorne and Torrance Boulevards, the heart of the South Bay's largest city. Without Torrance and its role as the region's economic powerhouse, the Daily Breeze would not be the newspaper it is today. And without the Daily Breeze, Torrance's stature as one of Southern California's major cities would be similarly diminished. Newspapers are changing as the print product gradually gives way to the digital version, and Torrance is changing too, as it enters its 2nd century. But one thing will stay the same: Torrance will remain as much a part of the Daily Breeze as the newspaper is an integral part of this community, hopefully for at least another 818 years.
Thank you, Lynn. Now we will present the Daily Breeze Torrance Performing Arts Consortium Making a Difference Award for Arts Education. And I'm going to call off the names. Cynthia Barnard, who's the ceramics instructor at North High School. Cameron Lee, ceramic and fine arts instructor, South High School. Casey Duvall, theatrical arts instructor, Torrance High School, and I understand she could not be with us today. Give her a round. Kathleen Jensen, vocal music instructor, West High School. Professor Darylyn Rowan, photography instructor from El Camino College. I'd also mention that earlier today, Dr. Owen Griffith was presented the Daily Breeze Making a Difference Award for his long service to the educational community. Mr. Bob Dow.
On behalf of the employees of Plasma Technology, we are honored today to give these recipients a token of our appreciation. So our group has voted to donate $1,000 to each one of these recipients today.
Congratulations again to all the recipients. Well done. Thank you, Bob, and thank you to Plasma Technology. I'd now like to introduce Kenneth Walker, choreographer and former student of the South Bay Ballet.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kenneth Walker. I am a teacher at South Bay Ballet and, more importantly, an alumnus. And I'm here to give a speech on behalf of South Bay Ballet. South Bay Ballet represents everything that art and its rich gift to community can be. For the young artist, our studio is an organization that helps foster lifelong friendships for hundreds of young men and women who have at times needed a place of acceptance and encouragement. As they develop their artistic skills, they learn about musicality, and they feed their passion through dance. For the community, this organization is local and far-reaching. I remember in the company's infancy, it used to perform at Torrance High. South Bay Ballet brings a high level of dance, and it does not pander. It trains young artists at a pre-professional level to perform age-appropriate and tasteful work that anyone in the community can come and appreciate and enjoy and connect with. A creative child needs a community that respects and supports the arts. South Bay Ballet represents this kind of respect and support, and so does the city of Torrance. It focuses international dance eyes on this beach community. We want to thank everyone here for making South Bay Ballet part of this community through its support. We hope our dancers have connected with you and your families. If you have not made that connection yet, please come watch us, come train with us, come join us. Together, we all make Torrance a community that doesn't just exist, it lives.
Well stated. Thank you very much. TPAC's Mercury Theater is proud to announce Mr. Jason Alexander has accepted Mercury Theater's 2012 Centennial Award. Excuse me. Mr. Alexander is renowned for his role as George Constanza in the television series Seinfeld. He was most recently artistic director of the Reprise Theater, Los Angeles. He was a lead actor on stage of LA production of The Producers musical with Martin Short. We congratulate Mr. Alexander for his outstanding performance and production in theater arts. South Bay Conservatory joined with the Torrance Performing Arts Consortium and Mercury Theater to award the 2012 Mercury Theater Awards to 4 outstanding recipients earlier today. The recipients are Melanie Jones for her role as Emily Dickinson in The Belle of Amherst, Ron Banks for his role of Arthur in Camelot, Scott Ramsey, owner of Broadcast Support in Torrance, for his sound production of Lady Gaga's international tour, and a Lifetime Achievement Award to Kathy Urban, executive producer for Metropolitan Educational Theater Network. So let's give all these folks a round of applause. And welcome to the stage Shaylee Reagan of the South Bay Conservatory, who will sing Gimme Gimme from Thoroughly Modern Millie. She'll be followed by members of the cast of Anything Goes, a new production that will be performed May 11 and 12, believe it or not, here in the Armstrong Theater. Take it away.
So much choice, nothing more. This or that, either or. Very well, social world, businessman, clever girl, or pin my future on a green glass love. What kind of life am I dreaming of? I say, gimme, 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 gimme that thing called love. I want it, gimme, gimme that thing called love. I need it, highs and lows, tears and laughter. Gimme happy ever after. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I'm free now. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I see now fly dove, sing sparrow. Gimme Cupid's famous arrow. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I don't care if he's a nobody. In my heart, he'll be a somebody, somebody to love me. I need it, give me that thing called love. I want it, here I am, Saint Valentine. My bags are packed, I'm first in line. Aphrodite, don't forget me. Romeo and Juliet, me. It up, sing sparrow, give me Fat Boy's famous arrow. Give me that thing called love.
I'm running out of words that can do you justice. At words poetic, I'm so pathetic that I often have found it best, instead of getting them off my chest, to let them rest unexpressed. I hate parading my serenading, cause I'll probably miss a bar. But if this ditty is not so pretty, at least it'll tell you how great you are. You're the top. You're the Colosseum, you're the top. You're the Louvre Museum, you're a melody from a symphony by Strauss. You're a Bendel bonnet, you're a Shakespeare sonnet, you're Mickey Mouse. You're the Nile, you're the Tower of Pisa, you're the smile on the Mona Lisa. I'm a worthless check, a total rack of flop. But if, baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top.
Your words, poetic, are not pathetic. On the other hand, boy, you shine. I can feel after every line a thrill divine down my spine. Some critical meanie like Toscanini might think that your song is bad. And I've got a notion I'd second the motion, and this is what I'm going to add. You're the top, you're a silver dollar, you're the top, you're an arrow collar, you're the nimble tread on the feet of Fred Astaire, you're an O'Neill drama, you're Whistler's mother, you're Camembert, you're the pearl, that's the diver's fetch up, Milton Berle, and
You're the top. You're the Caesar salad.
You're the top. You're a Berlin ballad. You're the boy I'd swipe for the perfect type of male.
You're an old Dutch master. You're a lady after your Chippendale. You're the rose. You're Inferno's Dante.
You're the nose. On the great Durante.
I am in the way, as the French would say, Detroit.
But it may be on the bottom.
But it may be on the bottom. But it may be on the bottom. You're the top.
You'll never get into heaven if you're not an angel.
Well, I know a few shortcuts. Up in heaven's happy portals where the parties never stop. All the debonair immortals do a dance called the heaven hop. That big celestial center, it's the only dance they do. So before you try to enter, you better start doing it too. Spread your wings and start them flapping. Lift your feet and start them tapping. Start right now and do the heaven hop. Hop the heaven hop. Wag your ankles to that meter. Let your shoulders gently teeter. If you want to please St. Peter, take up the heaven hop. When the angels play low on their harps of gold, kneel and pray low. Then get up and shake your halo. Let that rhythm filter through ya till you holler hallelujah. Start right now and do the heaven hop, hop, the heaven hop. Heaven, I'm gonna take you to heaven. I'm gonna show you that heaven where all the angels hop, hop.
Now please welcome Karen Frazier and Brian Grundy of the Aerospace Players, accompanied by Donald Fredrickson, who will entertain you with two delightful numbers from their coming production of Bye Bye Birdie.
One special boy, one boy to go with, to talk with and walk with. One boy, that's the way it should be. One boy, one certain boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, drink coke with. One boy, that's the way it should be. One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You'll find someone who he is waiting just for you. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Gray skies are gonna clear up, put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up, put on a happy face. Take off that gloomy mask of tragedy, it's not your style. You look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook, stick out that noble chin. Wipe off that full of doubt look, slap on a happy grin, and spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. And if you're feeling glumming, don't sit and whine. Think of banana splits and licorice, and you'll feel fine. I knew a girl so gloomy, she'd never laugh or sing. She wouldn't listen to me, now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. And if you're feeling rash or bickerish, don't sit and whine. Think of banana splits and licorice, and you'll feel fine. I knew a girl so gloomy, she'd never laugh or sing. She didn't listen to me, now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face.
When my husband looked at the brochure earlier today, he said, "What, you're a mistress? Mistress of whom?" I said, "Yours, honey." He said, "If I have a mistress, you're the mistress, who's the wife?" Hanny, she's right there. And she thinks she's larger than life. I'm very sorry about that. This is my husband, Hanny, sitting here with my son, Timothy, and my parents, Yola and Michelle Medawar, who have made my life such a beautiful journey, bringing us to Torrance, California from Beirut, Lebanon. We are delighted that we can share our talents with this community, and I'm not the only one up here, I'm so glad. The handsome gentleman standing next to me up here is Maestro Frank Fetta, and he is very special to this community. With him, a couple of very talented people that he would like to share the music of that really is most alive right here at the Armstrong Theater and around this community. Maestro Fetta, please, come on.
Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this moment, this moment. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming becomes one. This is the day, just see it shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. This is the moment, this is the hour, when I can open up tomorrow like a flower and put my hand to everything I plan to, fulfill my grand design, see all my stars align. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never can second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will recall moment for moment. This was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
I didn't want to say a word before that happened. He's wonderful. When those lights go on, or if there's no lights, whatever it is, when the audience starts applauding, when you're introduced, you're in a whole different new world.
That's right.
It's just a new world. You know, your energy, like you said, the adrenaline flows. Your mind seems clear. You start having a good time again, and you forget about all your problems, all of the miseries, all of the trials and tribulations of the day or the year or whatever it is, and you just do your performance. You know.
So now I'd like to introduce Ms. Savitri Lebensard.
So let's now listen to the beautiful dynamic duo. Please welcome Ron and Catherine.
Next, we'd like to sing for you a duet from the very popular musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber, The Phantom of the Opera. Oh, wait. This just in. I just received an email from the city of Torrance to let you know that The Phantom of the Opera, the book of The Phantom of the Opera, was written in 1909, 3 years prior to the founding of Torrance. When the first film of The Phantom was made in 1925, Torrance oil fields were flourishing. And lastly, Torrance was celebrating the bicentennial in 1976 when the first stage production of Lloyd Webber's Phantom appeared in England. This hot off the presses from Torrance's Bureau of Statistics. Your tax dollars at work. I kid. One of the producers asked me to let you know things like that. I think just to draw us back, we have so much art here, maybe we need to remind it why we are here to celebrate the birthday of Torrance. And this is a favorite duet of my wife and myself, and we're honored to perform it for you. All I ask of you. No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Ask is every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe. No one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask of you.
All I ask for is one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Please help me welcome Kathleen Sullivan.
Over the rainbow, where wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
We would like now to give you a lovely rendition, an arrangement of the traditional American folk song Shenandoah, arranged by Mac Wilberg, who himself conducted Los Cancioneros in the 80s.